I would now also welcome Mr. David Shoebridge to say a few brief words.
Welcome as well from behalf of the New South Wales Greens to the New South Wales Parliament. I'd first like to acknowledge the land we're meeting on tonight is the land of the Gadigal people and pay my respects to their elders past and present. And in large part, I'd like to echo the words of my parliamentary colleague, David Clark. And I acknowledge we have many parliamentarians from many different political parties here today. I see Walt Secord from the ALP, I see Fred Nile from the Christian Democrats. David, of course, spoke on behalf of the Liberal National Government, and I speak to you on behalf of the New South Wales Greens. And can I say, in this Parliament, in the chamber that I spend my time in, the upper house here in New South Wales, but I acknowledge also we've got Gladys here, Gladys Berejiklian, the Transport Minister. I know there's another voice down there in the lower house, as is Robert, in the lower house. It doesn't matter what political party you're from. It doesn't matter whether you're Green or Liberal or Labor. We all join together to acknowledge and speak the truth about genocide. And I think for myself, when you have a parliament, we often have disparate voices on many other things. We will tonight, after this commemoration, go and have a real political battle about other legislation that comes before this parliament. But on this issue, on the acknowledgement of the truth of the Armenian, the Greek and the Assyrian genocide, we do genuinely all join together. And we're here today to say we will never forget, and we will be blind to politics when we stand in front of you, united as your parliament here in New South Wales, to say we will never forget, and we acknowledge the truth of history. And I say that only 500 metres from my home is the Turkish consulate. And when I made a contribution to the Parliament on the Armenian genocide, very soon after that I got a missive from the Turkish consulate attacking my contribution. And my response to our friends in Turkey is, if we are to be friends, and we are strong and solid friends of the people of Turkey, let's have that friendship founded on truth. Let's have that friendship founded on an acknowledgement of the reality of history, on the acknowledgement of the genocide that was committed against the Greeks, against the Armenians and against the Assyrians in those years during and following the First World War. Because true friends should be honest with each other. True friends should have that friendship founded upon an acknowledgement of history. And some years ago, this Parliament passed a resolution that acknowledged the truth of the Armenian genocide. And we're here today, you're here, for us not to forget and to commemorate and acknowledge the truth of the Greek genocide. And I say to you now, in the same spirit, blind to partisan politics, I will work with my other parliamentary colleagues in my chamber so that 12 months from now, we can stand before you and say, this Parliament, again, blind to politics, has also acknowledged the truth and the reality of the Greek genocide. Thank you very much for coming.